5 Easy Minecraft Traps Tutorial. Hello and welcome back to Smoothcraft. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Traps are a typical multiplayer device used by gamers to execute other players and creatures potentially. Basically, traps can be known as devices used to capture or harm creatures known as targets. Traps usually have 3 parts: a lure, a trigger, as well as a source of harm. The lure might be a foundations behind the landmine, the trigger a pressure plate, and the damage causes TNT in what seems like a simple landmine. Not every trap has a lure. A few rely on luck or something like that to entice the prey. All you have to do is continue following the style guide, which will lead to everyone having fresh ways to defeat their foes. Minecraft is a very popular game and has a lot of fan bases. This video will talk about the 5 easy Minecraft traps tutorial. Let's begin. Number 5. The Fake House. TNT, spare construction blocks, redstone repeaters, and a single iron gate are all you need for this trap. Gamers can build a realistic house with this method, but they must also remember to include the furnaces and chests that can be stocked with rubbish or even nothing at all. They could link the button from the iron door to a redstone line via a few redstone repeaters, extending the pulse for another few seconds. They must set the TNT while also ensuring that just about everything inside appears authentic. And then, all they need to do is wait and watch for the death notice. The idea is for players to become trapped within, and then their greed will lead the players to steal without realizing it. Once the person hears the TNT hiss, one should realize that it is too late for them, that their death is now inevitable. Number 4. The Deadly Pufferfish. Minecraft's pufferfish can indeed be armed with only a dispenser and just a button. Sufficient pufferfish inside a confined environment can deal 1.5 hearts of harm on heart as well as apply poison, making rapid work of players. Gamers must rebuild a friend's ceiling with downward-facing dispensers. Gamers can then put pufferfish in each of the installed dispensers. They must then use redstone as well as a pressure plate to unite them all. Whenever the victim enters their home, it is quickly swamped and infested with poisonous pufferfish. This is yet another method by which traps can be built in Minecraft. Number 3. The Updated Sandpit. This trap will be a little pricey because it takes a lot of quartz, which can be acquired in the underworld. It's utilized for a line of about 30 observers, which are redstone blocks that detects block modifications in the front door of the block's face. It also necessitates a large amount of scaffolding. Thus, gamers must locate a roaming trader or perhaps a jungle to obtain the required bamboo. They must excavate a large pit, build a tier of scaffolding somewhere at the top to put sand on, then link the bottom of the pit with 4 scaffolding pillars. They can connect redstone lines from the bottom to 4 pistons just at the base of each pillar, causing the pistons to demolish the pillars. To ensure that the sand is shattered upon impact, gamers must put candles on every open block there at the bottom. Lastly, they must sand the top layer of scaffolding and then place a precious block, like the diamond ore, on the top of the observer. The observer would trigger and transmit a pulse down the track whenever gamers would dig the block, expanding the pistons and then eventually setting off the trap of pitfall. Number 2. The Bubble Elevator Trap. This is the simplest as well as the most effective trap for actually killing players in Minecraft. The bubble elevators are constructed whenever a chunk of soul sand or perhaps a magma block is placed behind a stack of water source block. Soul sand is essential in these situations since it propels the bubbles higher, but standing at the top seems almost like a free return to the nether. There are hardly many gamers who could break the chain once they've gotten to the top unless they use a file of the fire resistance. Number 1. TNT Bed. This one is quite straightforward. A bed, 1 redstone dust, an observer, and just a TNT unit are all required for this method. The observer can be positioned so that the face of the observer is facing the bed. They can place redstone dust beneath the observer. Lastly, the TNT must be placed adjacent to the dust. Whenever player rests in bed, the observers activate and the TNT is charged up as a result of the block shift. Players caught inside this trap would actually be resting on their beds for the last time, since escaping it is not possible only. However, one must note that this will obviously return the prey to the world spawn, which could be a long way from home in some situations. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.